महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि.
The difference between a mandate of God and manifestation of God. Difference is between peace and terrorism. Okay? God's mandate is God's mandate. I should change your religion. It's God's mandate. If you didn't change, you are enemy to God. So I should help God to kill you. I am helping God. So this kind of thinking is not simple. Somebody's thinking is religious thinking. It all comes from this mandate. You shall go and change people. And spread the good news. It's bad news to everybody. Spread the good news. To understand this very clearly, Dharma is for God's sake. You can't say, I go against Dharma. End justifies the means. I can be deceptive. I can present myself differently. And do things covertly. Make people take me one way. And I have an ulterior motive. So I engage myself in educating people, educating the way I want to educate. Change their religion. It's feeding the cows before slaughtering. This slaughterhouse, magnanimity. Feed the cows. So for 20 days, they feed the cows, then allow them to move so that they will have extra kilos. If you see them feeding the cows, it looks as though they are feeding the cows. They are good people. And slaughter them afterwards so that they will have extra few kilos. Have you heard about this slaughterhouse situation? There are documentaries, you should read, see them. Therefore, it solves. There is no benevolence. There is no seva, service for service sake. Tyaga for tyaga's sake. There is no giving of just for giving. So this is all strings attached, ulterior motive involved. And this has been going on for thousands of years. And the world has tolerated this people. You can't blame them because they feel mandated. They feel mandated. Therefore, end justifies the means. If God's sake I can do anything. A fellow kills people for God's sake. And all those fellows they destroyed those towers, World Trade Towers in New York. And they left a note, a letter was there written to them. One of the letters is that have breakfast in paradise. You will have breakfast in paradise. In paradise you will go and have nice breakfast. And that is a letter. Written to them, you do this job and you will go to paradise. So the karma phala. And that fellow will believe in this. You will go to paradise and you will have very big breakfast. So in order to have a good breakfast, I can destroy people, And they'll have breakfast and then, because they have done God's job, you are doing God's job. You are helping God. The particular thing, I am only concerned about this thinking. The particular thinking. One of this mandate, I do talk about this whenever I get a chance. Dharma is for all. There is no, it transcends your cultures and traditions and nations. What is good for you is good for me, and what is good for A, it is good for Z. And that is Dharma. That is, you have no choice about it. It's given. And it exists in the human psyche. It doesn't exist outside. It exists in human psyche. And it is Dharma knowledge is of order. You have the knowledge of Dharma means knowledge of order. The Veda confirms this Samanya Dharma. This is what we call Samanya Dharma, universal order. And then it adds something more. If you go against Dharma, if you rub against Dharma, you are abusing your free will, Because you are endowed with the free will. You have yearned for it. You have your human body because you have asked for it. You have with your own good karma. Your own good karma, just I use the word karma. You have your own good karma in the past has given you this human body, giving you this freedom. Freedom which you won't abuse. But you can abuse. You cannot plead ignorance and rob somebody. You can't say, hey, one fellow robbed somebody, and then he was just robbed him. He just walked in and there was a TV and he just took the TV and then what all that was there, so he took it. Then, hey, what is it you're doing now? I just wanted the TV, therefore I just took it. No, TV, this is my TV. You know, it's your TV. It can be my TV also. And so if you want a child, and a child, you just become a child. And the child has got its own, my mother, my father, but TV doesn't have that, you know. TV doesn't say, no, I won't come. Oh, my house is here and I'm not coming. They don't say. So you can pick up. Yeah, this is robbing. It is adharma. What is robbing? I want my water, therefore I take. I don't know. This is the dharma. I don't know. I thought I should take. Nobody can plead ignorance of adharma. Because he doesn't want to be robbed. He doesn't want to be robbed. Even robbers don't want to be robbed. Suppose two fellows do a burglary. Early morning, both of them are at the outskirts of the town. And one fellow was told, you please take care of this booty. I will go and pick up some breakfast and come. And this fellow goes to the town. And when he comes back, this fellow is gone. You know, the burgled booty was with that booty, that fellow is gone. He is not there anywhere around. Now, this fellow cannot go to the police. And they need not go to the police. They don't go to the police. They settle accounts among themselves. So, yes. So he goes with a gun. You are a double-crossing rat. You deserve your place. So, nobody wants to be robbed, even though what was robbed is robbed property. Okay? So nobody who steals is ignorant of stealing being adharma. Because he doesn't want to be the victim of stealing. Therefore, it is not due to ignorance somebody does something against dharma. It is because of the pressure built up against dharma by the need to acquire, need to earn money, need to enjoy comfort. And therefore they need to enjoy comfort, need to earn money, need to be visible. So need to have power, need to all this need, this desire it builds up a pressure, it causes pressure. It motivates, of course. But as long as this motivation doesn't drive the person against his own norms for others' behavior towards him, against his own norms, standards are not other standards, his own standards. And they are common standards, universal. And this, if he's able to conform, no issue. If he goes against that due to pressure, then he is rubbing a law, rubbing the order. And there is a truth about this rubbing. When you rub, you get rubbed. True it is. You rub a tree, bare without t-shirt, bare back, rub an old oak tree, an old tree. It's a tamarind tree. In India, there is not much oak here. So, this tamarind tree, this is the best tree available. And so, this tamarind tree, there cannot be rougher tree available. And very rough, the bark is very rough. 10 times you rub against the tree. No, really rub it, okay? You should rub. 10 times you rub against the tree. Then look at the tree. And nothing happened to the tree. If any bark is off the trunk, it is good for the tree. Some dead bark alone can come. Live bark cannot come. The dead bark came out and therefore the tree can breathe better from the moisture. It's wonderful. And therefore the tree is happier for your rubbing. Hey, but you, what about you? Don't quote me, okay? Don't quote me, but you are free to rub. You are free to rub. You need not rub. You are free to rub. So you are free, you just rub. Suppose you rub against the tree, then for 10 days, it takes 9 days. According to the doctors, 9 days it takes for the wound to heal. 9 days minimum, you have to wear Saudi gown. You cannot wear a t-shirt, but it's our shirt, gown you have to wear. And then even wearing that gown, you have to keep pulling it away. Because the truth is, you rub the tree, but then the tree also rubs you. Okay? This is called rubbing. When you rub, and it rubs against you. Action and reaction are both equal and opposite. Old Newton's law. Old Newton's law. Why old Newton's law? We studied when we were doing 6th grade or 7th grade. That's why old. Newton's law is very new. Even now you can try. It is new. So this Veda tells me that when you go against Dharma, you have to pay for it. You cannot rub without getting rubbed. And therefore you have to pay for it. Suppose I have muscle power. I can get away with it. I have my in-laws in all right places. And therefore nobody will catch us. And therefore you may be, yes, you may be able to escape from the long hands of law. You cannot escape from the order of karma. Now you understand what is karma? Order of dharma one side, order of karma on the other side. Order of karma. So it will get you. If not now, later. This later can be in this life itself, or it can be carried over. So there is no escape from it. And another thing, besides, it's a bad bargain. Besides this karma phala of you have to face the music, the unpleasant music, heavy metal. That's the music. You have to face it. And then you need to live with yourself with the guilt. That is the greatest punishment. You might have read the book, Crime and Punishment. It's a good book. And Dostoevsky, yeah. So, that crime itself is punishment. The crime itself is against your own dharma, therefore guilt. You have to live with the guilt. It's a bad bargain. And therefore, even suppose this fellow did rob, gets caught, he goes to the jail, and this is called Drishtaphalam. Drishtaphalam. Then there is Adrishtaphalam also. He goes to the jail, then he earns papa also. That papa is credited to his account. Again he may, again he may have to face the music. And therefore, this is not a good bargain.
Mahaganapatin manasa smarami Mahadeva mudam shirasa namami Mahaganapatin manasa smarami.